So I would argue that everybody has something in their setup that they always wanted and really shouldn't have bought. And this is definitely my little vice here. So this is the Sony SCD-777ES, which is a ginormous apparatus, as you can tell. It is built with an intent of showcasing what they could do. So this is actually, it's one of the first SCD players on the market. This was the first one together with the SCD-1, which is basically the same transport. This was kind of more of a commercially available transport format that they did. Stereophile at the time reviewed this thing super favorably. It's a 60 plus pound CD player built with really the intent of just giving you a wow factor. Everything on this player is absurdly solid. Now, as you can tell, I'm using an external DAC here. Um, so why did I buy this and why do I have it? Well, I am, as we all are, I think, we're also gearheads. I said this in another video. This player, ever since that I started this hobby back in the day, it was a mesmerizing thing to see. I saw this for the first time at a hobo hi-fi in Sertogenbos for the Dutch people, and I was just mesmerized by the fact that Sony could come up with a device like this. Now, Sony has an extreme pedigree, rich pedigree, of course, in the digital realm. I mean, they were a big part, if not the part, of this particular format together with Philips, and it just showcased what they could do. They made a lot of good transports, the XA50ES or 5ES in America. They made tons of good transport, but this is one of those very special gems that you can find. Now, before you go clickety-click and look for this thing, first things first. In today's realm, is this worth the money? So you're looking at, I bought this for $900 total, which is for me personally, it's a very awesome price. Is it technically worth it? I would argue no. This is a player that is era correct. So I'm not saying that DACs are, out of spec anything. It sounds just as good as any other player that you today have. But it does has some quirks that you don't see anymore in CD players. First of all, it is slower than molasses. The table of contents reading on this player is abysmally bad. Now, what is really cool about this was a 2-channel SACD player, not a multi. It didn't even exist at the time. So, aesthetically, this is beautiful. Also, this same transport was used in an AccuPhase, I think it was a D100 or something, which was a whopping $12,000. And what they did, they used the exact same transport. It was a Sony SCD-777ES with the controls on the front panel. So they did some customization for AccuPhase. So it kind of shows the pedigree of this thing, right? The SCD-1 was its bigger brother, exact same internals, exact same transport, just a different chassis, and it had XLR. That's the biggest difference. This one doesn't have balanced on it. Same DAC, same everything, same power supply. It was all exactly the same, really. Also, at the time, it's the SCD-1 was a $5,000 player. This one was MSRP $3,500, which later on was brought down to, I believe, $3,100, something like that. For the era, an expensive player. But beautiful. There is no plastic on this thing, maybe aside from this power button. And actually, I would argue, no, it's aluminum. Pretty sure. There is no plastic on this thing. This thing is all thick. I would almost say billet type style build. It's really beautiful. It weighs a lot. It's just an incredible machine. So let's see how this thing operates, all right? So this has their fixed pickup system. Now it's going to open up like a missile silo, which is really cool. Well, look at the thickness of this drawer, guys. Look at this. So we have a puck here, which is a very heavy brass puck. If you have one of these, or if you're going to look for one of these, make sure this comes with it. Without it, it will not function. And they are extremely expensive if you have to buy one secondhand market. The parting for this machine is really, really expensive. Now it's hard to see, but here you see a little bit on the inside. There's two lasers in there, one for CDs and one for the SACD part of it. Now to show you how slow this machine really is, and you take it as for granted, it's beautiful how it goes, isn't it? And the loading part takes a good minute. And that's just how this machine is. It was still in the infantile shoes of SACD. So as you can tell now, it's doing a table of contents reading. It also actually has, it's not too bad actually. And then here we go. I just press play. It had also filters on board that you could choose from. Of course, I don't have any sound on, guys, but it is really a beautiful piece of machinery, right? It also supports text, which is really cool. Some albums will show text in here if the album supports it. So that is actually really, really, really awesome. You have filter choices here. You can set the filter settings. It was quite spectacular. But again, to come back on the core of this, should you buy one of these? I would argue no. For the nostalgia, yes. For the quality build, it's beautiful. If you want a unique piece, something that really, you know, that really invokes that, wow, what is this factor? This is it. This is for me it. This is my sin. All right. So there you go, guys. This is the, you know, the one that I didn't need, but I'm still super happy that I have one, and you will have to bury me with it. I'm very good to it.